Hello there, hello there, hello there, everybody. How are we all? I am sensationally well, I thank you for asking. Made a couple of small changes, you may notice. Clock, it's ready to go for the game. See? Tiny, infinitesimally minor changes to the quality of streaming. What more can you possibly ask for? Anywho, yes, welcome in, one and all. Hopefully everyone's well. Thank you for joining me for the second of these live watch along streams here on the KFL Reacts channel. Um, yes, apologies that I wasn't with you yesterday. I had sort of hinted that I might do one of the games yesterday. I specifically thought it would be really interesting to watch Israel versus Italy, but with consideration, I thought that would possibly break the boycott, divestment, and sanctions that I am a firm believer and follower of. So, yeah, I didn't bother, which is a little bit annoying, in all honesty, because it turned out to be an absolute fucking belter of a game. Where are we? Hang on a second. It would help if I went onto the fucking thing. There we go. Boom. Absolute fucking mental game. 5-4. Fucking incredible goal. Incredible game, right? Italy scored 2 own goals, including an absolute belter of an own goal, which I'm sure will make Man City fans happy, that the supposed number one goalkeeper in the world, Gianluigi Donnarumma, virtually punched the ball into his own net and only avoided actually getting the own goal himself by his defender on the line trying to clear it and thus getting the last touch, and therefore he classifies as his own goal. Absolutely fucking mental, right? They scored 2 own goals. Israel were in the lead twice. Italy were 4-3 up in the last minute, or at the 87th minute, and they managed the 88th minute, 89th minute, whatever it was, and managed to equalise to make it 4-all. And I was gutted, and all the fucking Zionists were loving it. And then Tonali, the Saudi money fueled Tonali, in a blatant act of anti-Semitism. It's the only way I can possibly explain this. Scored to break Israeli hearts, 5-4. Absolutely mental. So yeah, missed an absolute all-timer. Incredible. And then, fantastically, Gennaro Gattuso, the Italian manager as we currently speak, went on the pitch and started berating the Israelis. Because apparently the Italians had been taunting the Israelis. I wonder what they were saying. Who knows? Anyway, and they, he started telling them to shut the fuck up and calling them motherfuckers and stuff. He did not hold back. Yeah. Having said before the game that it was a shame they were in the same group as Israel, they'd hoped to avoid them. And not because they've got a good team. You know. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Anyway, but we missed that, and that's fine. Not a problem. Because I'm sure tonight will be fucking fantastic. Speaking of which. Here are your teams for this evening. Both teams are relatively cautious, but also with attacking threat and potential. This is a very different affair than the stream from the other day, where England played Andorra, and it was obviously going to be entirely one-sided, and it was a very easy win for England, even though 2-0. It's not necessarily the greatest scoreline in the world. It's perfectly reasonable. Andorra are not quite the absolute belting team that they once were, where they used to lose 6-7, 8-0 regularly. They've only conceded three goals or fewer in their last dozen games, I think. So they've certainly tightened up. So a 2-0 win is perfectly reasonable. But the dominance was crazy. Whereas Serbia at home in a hostile environment, and they are fucking crazy hostile. This isn't like your average football game. They've gone into Serbia, and the Serbian fans are mental and racist, obviously, although that kind of describes England fans as well. But they turn up for the game like 4 hours before the game, and they're singing and creating absolute fucking havoc for hours before kickoff even happens. So it's like a really intimidating, close atmosphere, and they're a decent team. They're not world class necessarily, but they've got some fucking good players, and they can definitely score a goal. They can be a threat to England. Um, I quite like the fact that England have gone with Gordon and Rogers. Uh, Although I'd have preferred, I think, probably Bowen, because I do like the fact that that three behind Kane of Maduaki, Rogers, and Gordon, you feel like they will take players on. Part of the problem of what we saw against Andorra was that they relied too much on essentially system football, a kind of Guardiola, work it around until you get the overlap, and then you can cross type shit, which is just, frankly, fucking boring and ineffective because teams have learned how to defend against it, as I think Guardiola is finding out. Yeah, so having players who run at defenders more directly and try and beat them one on one, that I think is a better way to go for England, definitely. And you're going to have more space because while Serbia, I don't think are going to be overly attacking, certainly in the early stages. They have to come out more than Andorra did. Obviously, they're at home for a start off, and they're a much better team. Like they could get a result tonight. Um, so yeah, we'll wait and see on that. But I'm cautiously optimistic that England can get the result here. How's everyone feeling? How is everybody in terms of the game, but just more generally in terms of life? How are we? Do you like Tuchel as England manager so far? No, no, I do not. He is like Gareth Southgate, but worse. He plays some of the most mind-numbingly shite football imaginable. He doesn't have a particularly good record, frankly. I mean, given how highly rated he is as a coach, I'm not entirely sure why he is, because his style of football and his results aren't fantastic. Now, it could be that I am prejudging everything and that I'm going off of results that don't matter so much, or performances that don't matter so much. And if he takes us on to win the World Cup next year, you know what? I will eat all of that humble pie gladly. But he's just not good enough. Like, it's just not happening. He can't seem to get performances out of these players that they perform week and week for their club sides, which is not exactly a unique experience for England managers, to be sure. One remembers Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard being world class for their club teams and then turning up and playing like fucking pub footballers for England. Um, yeah, we do have a clock, and it will start turning when the game starts. I promise. I tested it and everything. It'll be wonderful. Um, anyway, yes. So that's that, and I've got a fun thing hopefully for half time as well, um, which you'll have to wait for half time for me to reveal a new thing that I'm going to do on this channel as a bit of silliness. And you can get your suggestions in for that as and when I reveal it unto you all. You play shite football, you better win. And to be fair, as much as it would have been nice to win a tournament, of course, you've got to bear in mind Southgate's results weren't awful at all. Like, yeah, we could have won, and we came close to winning twice, obviously. But I think people get caught up in a certain kind of short-term thinking. they they forget that like the golden generation, as they were called, the Gerrard and Lampard and all of those guys, Beckham and fucking Ferdinand and all these guys, didn't get past the quarter final ever of any competition, World Cup or quarter final, World Cup or Euros. Whereas Gareth Southgate got to a World Cup semi final, only the third in England's history, and to two European finals, the first two in English history. He has taken that England team to two major finals out of the three major finals we've ever been to. So the football was like genuinely fucking painful to watch. Back and across, back and across, back and across, back and across. Just honestly, it was like torture. It was like fucking torture. It was like Chinese water torture, just drip, drip, drip of just passing and passing and passing and passing and achieving nothing. But he got results. And I don't think that's nothing. I remember the dark days of Sven-Göran Eriksson, Steve McLaren. Fucking useless. Well, Davey B, talking of Scotland, I did watch the Scotland game through a headache. Yeah, I had a headache last night. Um, and they were pretty decent actually. And now, to be fair, it was a bizarre atmosphere because they were in Hungary because they were playing technically away against Belarus, but Belarus, having been readmitted to world football, they were briefly banned along with Russia. Russia are still banned, but Belarus are not. Um, but they can't play at home because they're basically sort of on the edge of a war zone, which is not ideal. So they're currently playing their games in places like Hungary, and it was in front of an empty stadium. So it was like watching a fucking like a youth game or something, or a reserve team game. It was you could literally hear the players on the pitch talking to one another. It was very very strange. Um, is Lyndon Dykes shit for Scotland too? I think he was so shit that he didn't actually get on the pitch, if I recall. He certainly started on the bench. Um, as indeed did Grant Hanley. But there you go. But yeah, but you've got to say that they've faced two away games and come away with 4 points. The draw in Denmark is massive because you've got to imagine that Denmark are the favourites for that group, and so to go to their place and get a point, excellent result. Actually, could have won it as well. They did create chances, and then Belarus you'd expect to win against, sure, but they did so relatively comfortably. Um, Looked decent. Um, and you know they in a truncated group because they've only got. It's so weird that they do this now. They've now got these four-team qualifying groups for half of the groups. So Scotland are in a four-team group, right? And so they've played two games away from home, which mean of the four games they've got remaining in qualifying, three of them are at home, which is massive. That has to count for something. If they can win their home games, they'll qualify. Now, that's easier said than done, of course. They did lose at home to, was it Greece in the qualifying for the Euros, which was Yikerinos. But they've put themselves in a fucking great position to be the first World Cup since 1998, which would be great. I'd love to see that. That would be really, really wonderful. Um, I always want to see the British and Irish teams do well. 100%. Even Northern Ireland, which is a weird country that shouldn't exist. The fact that it does exist and has a football team, I want them to do well. Um, Even if some of their fans are a bit, yeah, no. But then loads of fucking England fans are as well. New rule: no team that have won anything in the last 50 years are permitted to win this World Cup. Well, That would certainly give England a pretty decent chance because we've won fuck all in the last 50 years. Just saying. It would just be England and Scotland in the final, which would be a tasty final, I'll say that. England will have to play behind closed doors because of Israeli support soon. That's fair, right? I mean, honestly, any countries that have been complicit in this should probably face some kind of sanction, certainly. Oh, it's one of those big, horrible fucking stadiums. Well, I say big stadium, it's not a big stadium, but it's one of those horrible stadiums with like a running track around it, so the fans are a mile away from the pitch. Actually, is it even a running track? I'm not even sure if it's a running track, but it's some kind of. I presume that must be able to be converted into a running track, otherwise, why would it even be there? It's a fucking ugly ass stadium, though. But the Serbian fans seem pretty, you know, in good spirits, but without being too mental. Kane 90 minutes for no reason again. That was bizarre. I don't know why he played against Andorra. Honest to God, when you've got this game coming up, why are you playing the 30-year-old with injury problems 90 minutes against fucking Andorra? Are they playing at the London Stadium then, Kev? Well, yeah. Don't even get me started on that. The lies that were told by the government to try and get Leighton Orient to not apply for that. They were told you can't take out the running track. So Leighton Orient withdrew their bid. And then as soon as it was just West Ham, all of a sudden, yeah, you can take out the running track. It's fine. No problem. Embarrassing shit. And apparently, they don't even have... What the fuck? What kind of, like, Sunday League shit is this? They're not even in a tunnel. They're lined up outside the stadium. And now they're walking down into a tiny bit of a tunnel, which then leads onto the pitch. What the fuck is this Sunday League bullshit? Literally, they were just stood outside. Just, you could see the sky. What the fuck? Okay, jumpers for goalposts, is it, lads? Let's go. What would Leighton Orient have done with a 50,000 seater stadium? Well, they wouldn't have been able to fill it, but that's sort of not the point. Their ability to be able to sell the land on which their current stadium holds would have been very good in terms of propping them up financially. Actually, I say a bit of a tunnel. They're now apparently walking down into the bowels of the earth or something. With cool art on the walls, but like, they're going to be knackered by the time they get to the fucking pitch. Apparently, it would appear that the changing rooms in this stadium aren't actually in this stadium. They're outside of the stadium, and the players have to walk outside and then into the stadium. Which I don't think I've ever seen before, certainly in an international game. That is fucking wild. Does West Ham lease the stadium? I think so, yeah. So the changing room is a porta potty. Basically, it would appear so, yes. It's this is yeah. This is some fucking third division bullshit. This, but they have finally reached the pitch, and it doesn't even come out at a good point. Like usually it comes out either on the halfway line or one of the corners, whereas this is just sort of at the edge of the 16-yard box, at the 18-yard box of the one goal. Okay. Stadiums need to have crash barriers to stop fans getting on the pitch. No, they don't. No, they definitely don't. We've seen what happens with those. Not a good idea. And also, one end of the stadium is literally like empty, like they've hived it off for some reason. Okay, as you do, I guess. Why not? Who's this wizened cadaver? And why is he trying to bomb Alexander Mitrovic? I don't know. Sullivan was always a cheapskate, like we was the Blues. Oh, exactly, yeah, no, absolutely. And West Ham are starting to taste that, I think. Can they do it at a wet night in Belgrade? Well, exactly. Can they? Oh, national anthems. And as we learnt from the Reform Party conference, it's still God Save the Queen, even though she's dead, very dead. I literally think there are more black players in the football in the England team than there are in the England stands. Like literally. And now the Serbian anthem. I like the fact that they've clearly got Serbian kids dressed in the England shirt as the mascot because they're all like singing the Serbian national anthem as well. Oh, bless them. What's England's mascot? Does England have a mascot? Probably a lion or some shit. I don't know. Oh, that is a very small child. I won't give you any context for that comment. I'll just say that's a very small child. Yeah. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Suck a dick, Restream. I'm trying to get the timing right for my clock. You watch. I'll definitely fuck it up, 100%. That is a long anthem, man. Hurry the fuck up. Now it's time for another ad break. Naturally. Sullivan gave up after the government went going to pay for it all. Yeah. Do you by chance have a link to the game? Well, I have a link to the game for people in the UK, Wayward Historian. I'm not sure you will be able to watch it via that route. I can give you the link if you wish, but I don't think you'll be able to access it. You may have to go on to. This is, of course, not legal advice from me, but I've been told that there are sites on the internet where one could potentially gain access to things for which one has not paid, in the form of like live sporting events. Which, if that was a thing that you were looking to do, I would obviously disavow that because that would be criminal and bad. But that is a thing that some people have certainly done in the past, and I condemn those people in the harshest possible terms. sufficient. Sufficient save there, Kev. Anyway, can we actually get on with some fucking football now? Come on. Let's not piss around. I got a clock to start. What the fuck's... They're still taking pictures and shit, for fuck's sake, hurry up! You're supposed to be starting now, and they're still taking pictures on the fucking... Absolute bellends. Anyway, so you've got... I'll be honest with you, I've never quite understood England's obsession with playing two more defensive-minded midfielders in Rice and Anderson, or Rice and Phillips, or Rice and Henderson, or whoever. On this occasion, it's Rice and Anderson, and look, they're both very fine players, of course. But at some point you've got to trust that your defence can actually fucking do the job, and play a more attacking midfield option. Oh, they're now having a fucking minute silence. Oh, for fuck's sake. They're now having a minute silence that because I'm broadcasting, I'm going to talk through. I don't even give a fuck why they're having a minute silence. Someone died. Someone's goldfish went on holiday and didn't come back. I don't know. Thank you, Navigator. I appreciate that. Rice can play an 8. Oh, well, yeah, no, he can, but he doesn't for England. Who's this? It's some old Serbian dude passed away recently. That's it. That's the only information I have. Yeah. Okay. Well, they always find the hot girls in the crowd. They do love showing tits on stream. It's for the Queen, obviously. Well, naturally, yeah. Right. I think a football game's about to break out. Crazy. Here we go. Oh, launched into the box early. Okay. That could have been an early goal for England, but cleared. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, what the fuck? It would appear that the surface is a little slick. Oh, good ball out wide. Maduake is fouled. Yes, good chance to put the ball in. Let's go. Dragan Stojkovic. Rice to deliver. See what he can do. Both teams are lined up like it's a rugby line-out. Oh, that's awful. What the fuck is that cross? He's a lot better than that, right? Like he barely got more than a couple of feet off the fucking ground. I suppose we should get predictions from chat. What do we think the score will be? Medawaki around the outside. That's not a foul. 2-1 England. I'll take it. I'll take it, definitely. Both teams don't really attack all that much, so I'm probably going to go 1-0 England, I think. Not that I necessarily fancy us to keep a clean sheet, but it's two relatively defensive teams. Well, this is the first real test of Thomas Tuchel. He's faced, really quite straightforward opposition with like Andorra and Latvia. There was the friendly against Senegal, but it's a friendly. Who gives a fuck? Madawaki again. He's getting involved early. England dominating the early possession, which is good to see. Oh, decent attempt at the cross. Cleared away. Um, 420 to 69. Nice. 3-1 Serbia, says Davo. Is that, as a Scotsman, is that the wish being the father of the thought on that occasion? In other words, do you really believe that'll be the score, or do you just want that to be the score? Nice play. Can they actually do anything though? Go forward. Again, it's just irritating. Ooh, Rice gets a shot away. It's on target. Straightforward, but don't mind that shot from the edge of the area. Wow, the local fans getting up the referee's arse already about straightforward decisions. I think we're in Eastern Europe, lads. It's a pretty clear foul, come on. Fucking hell. Lee Dixon is an idiot on commentary. You can't necessarily hear him, but like, Lee Dixon is a minge. Shut the fuck up. That's offside. Blatantly offside. One house in my neighbourhood has got 4 British flags. Is it a government minister by any chance? Because apparently their entire house is just filled with flags. They love flags. They've never mentioned flags ever before, but apparently they just love flags, 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 flags. Honestly, I expect the Prime Minister to turn up in that Jerry Halliwell fucking Union Jack dress to Prime Minister's questions tomorrow. I'll keep you up to date with the other scores as well as they go along. Ukraine already drew 1-1 with Azerbaijan, in Azerbaijan, in a former Soviet derby there. I suppose what's this one? Genocidal maniac derby, maybe? Armenia beat the Republic of Ireland 2-1. Honestly, the Republic of Ireland, what the fuck has happened to that team? Like, yeah, they don't have that much quality, but they also don't seem to have... Like, I thought they had a bit of fight coming back from 2-0 down to draw 2-2 at the weekend. You're like, okay, they got a bit of something, but then they go to Armenia and lose. Fucking hell. Desperate stuff. Norway are 2-0 up against Moldova after 13 minutes. Not a surprise. And Romania are 1-0 up away at Cyprus. All the other games are 0-0. England corner. Yes, good stuff. Telling you, Reece James could be very dangerous for this England team. It's a great time to run over the top. And then cut out. Proper football. Rice to take a corner. Let's hope he gets it off the floor this time. He usually does. Ooh, that's a lot better. Head it out. Oh, Gordon trying to bulldoze his way through there. Not really the bulldozing type, is I? Oh, blocked away. And back to square one. Not literally, of course, but, you know, effectively. So far you go... Oh, that's bad. Commentator's curse. I was about to say, so far England had dominated possession and they gave the ball away. They won it back, though. Again, Kane dropping deep. Which, like, he's the record goal scorer of the nation. Maybe have him somewhere near the fucking box. And then miscontrolled out for a Serbia throw. Kev, were you at the League Cup game where Arsenal shat the bed against Birmingham City? Alas, I was not. My father at the time was going through prostate cancer, so he was quite ill, and so I stayed and watched the game with him. And I think I've been through the story of the surreal moment when the winning goal was scored and stuff. And to see a man who'd just come out of hospital like a week before with a catheter, which is basically a cock tube for his piss, to to see him jump. He was basically, he couldn't put proper clothes on at the time, so he had a bathrobe basically he lived in, and so he jumped out of his seat and used with his cock, flapping in the wind, with his piss bag flapping in the wind, and it was the funniest moment ever, as well as being a moment of high drama and emotion for me because we just won a fucking League Cup for the first time ever. Well, first time in my lifetime, second time ever, but yeah, which is a weird mixture of emotions to have. Back and across, back and across, back and across. Oh, giving the ball away. Then won it back. They go back on the cover, to be fair to them, but you can't give the ball away there. Proper teams will fucking hurt you. You give the ball to Mbappe in that situation, he's fucking tearing past the defender. Oh, good switch of play by Kane. Tippy tappy little fouls. Oh, Australia beat New Zealand 3-1 in a friendly. Wales are also playing in a friendly against Canada. Nil nil for Wales. What a team to watch, though. Arsenal with Henry, best I've watched ever at St Andrews. Yeah, were you there, Bunny, for the 4-0 game when they just ran through us? Honestly, it's the only time I've ever seen any Blues fans clap for the opposition. And to be fair, those fans got chewed the fuck out by everyone else because you don't clap for the opposition, even if it is a good goal, you can't. But it just goes to show you how good they were. And they really were. That was the best football I think I've ever seen in person. They were just fucking sublime. Henri just floating between defenders, just as if he just had the run of the place. He was fucking brilliant. And it's not like the Blues were a bad team. Defensively, we were one of the best in the league. And Arsenal beat us 4-0, and it could have been 10. If they'd come out in the second half with any intent, because I think it was like 3-0 at half time or 4-0, they could have absolutely fucking ran through us. But they just went, fuck it, we've got, Champions League midweek. What's no point killing ourselves. They were just, superb. Superb. I do remember the floodlights going out before the kickoff as well. Which is a little bit embarrassing when you've got one of the big teams there, because the media are going to fucking take the piss. Oh, corner kick to Serbia. Okay. Henri is the best striker ever. Very possibly. He's early in that conversation. Oh, the cross is too far. Um, he did blot his copybook against Ireland with that handball, though. It does have to be. That was such a blatant piece of cheating. Very poor form. Oh, shot on target by Serbia. So both teams have had well, not pointless, but like not very threatening shots on target from outside the box, which I think rather sums up the kind of lack of cutting edge for both teams. Although it's got to be said, like England are missing some really fucking good players. Bellingham, Saka, both out injured. For some reason, he didn't choose Alexander Arnold. I don't know quite why, but like he chose Rashford, and he's off to a worse start in Spain. So whatever. Corner to England. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, just cleared. Oh, that could break. Oh, oh, well tidied up by England. Oh, England, it's sloppy. Giving the fucking ball away. There's no need. You're just inviting pressure on yourself. And just a quick note to all of the Serbians: not every name has to end in IC. You don't have to. There are other options, right? Hmm. God, this is fucking tedious again. It's just dreadful, boring, back and across shithouse football as always. Will someone not fucking rid me of this foul, wretched football? Just someone who can come in and use the attacking talent we have. Oh, Gordon getting it done now. Okay. All the way back to the halfway line. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Oh, it's gonna fucking kill me. Madawake on the left. No, on the right even. Good cross. And Rice dribbles it into the keeper's arms. Shit header. To be fair, that was actually pretty well defended. Kane having to drop deeper and deeper again. See, what they've got decent width, but they pass it out wide and then they never take their man on ever. It just, what's the point of it, really? And a long ball collected by the keeper. That was Shakespeare. Well, I was literally quoting the. Oh shit! I forget which play it is. Though, was it? Won't someone rid me of this wretched priest or whatever it is? Which the guy almost certainly didn't actually say, but. Oh. And there's a knobhead in the crowd with a fucking whistle who keeps blowing it. And I keep thinking, why is he giving a foul there for? And it's not, it's just some wanker in the crowd. Honestly, if you bring a fucking whistle into the crowd and you do something like that, you get picked off by a sniper. There's a sniper on the fucking roof. You do any dumb shit like that, you're not walking out. Oh, good cross. Kane heads it back in. And then Gordon slices it wide. Henry II, that's the one. See, why would know shit? She got it worked out. So, Ken, when does the equipment trashing begin? If we lose, I will destroy all of my printing equipment. I won't actually do that, just to let you know. Also, yeah, I noticed that they've changed the rules for how you can become an affiliate. Oh, hang on. Gordon, oh, cuts inside, good shot. Saved easily enough, but... Oh, referee, get the fuck out of it. Anyway, yeah, so when I became affiliate on my main channels, or my main channel on Twitch, you used to have like, you had to have streamed like 100 hours, and you had to do this, and you had to have so many concurrent viewers, and they've brought all of those limits right down now. Like, you just have to stream like 5 hours in a month and have like 4 streams in a month and 3 concurrent viewers or something. So on this channel, I should become an affiliate, i.e., you can give me money, relatively soon. It should be nice. I'm still never becoming a member on this channel either, but, you know, I can become an affiliate. Oh, this is fucking turgid football, has to be said. Gordon fouled. Bit naughty, that one. Is he going to book him? No. But he is going to waste time talking to him. Oh, Rogers through to Madawaki. Good chance. Good. Oh! Oh! Had to score. Oh, Madawaki. I don't know if he. I don't know if it. He might have been offside actually, but oh, he's. I think it was a shot that was deflected, came to Kane, and then why doesn't Kane score? Is it? Oh, it's a great save. It's a great save, but he's given a goal kick. The cunt. But it was actually an excellent fucking save. Brave as well because he was right at his feet. And again, Morgan being direct, like I said before the show. The ball gets passed into him, and on the turn, he's able to get past his defender and set up Madueke. Through to Gordon. Gordon shoots. Oh, good save. Comes out to, is that Rice, I think? Chance to recycle it. Oh. Kane, is he fouled there? Oh, right on the edge of the box, foul. Love it. Let's go. Book in for this, for Lukic as well. Let's go. He's gonna have to watch himself playing for an hour with a booking. This is a fucking great chance. See what they can do with this. Lukic misses the next match as well. There's like 5 of them that want to take the fucking free kick. I did, Michael. Yeah, good news. Yeah. I think Rice is going to be the one taking this. If you can bang him in the Champions League. Oh, they've got the old bloke lying down behind the wall. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh no, it might be James taking it. Okay. No, there's still 3 of them. There's still 3 of them by the ball. Oh, just belted it into the wall. What a fucking waste. Didn't even try and like bend it or did nothing clever, just smashed it into the wall. Gordon crosses the back post. Ooh, flicked away. Madawaki recovers it. James out wide. Deflected. Corner. Oh, get up, mate. You got hit in the face with a football, not a fucking brick. Ooh. Ooh. Let's have a... That... His arm? Oh, I've seen penalties given for that. That was from the free kick when he blasted it. The bloke's... It hit his arm. The VAR's obviously not bothered about it, so... Well, you've certainly seen... I mean, I don't think that should be a penalty, but you've seen them given before. I wouldn't mind a cheeky bit of luck, you know. Crossed it. Yes! Fuck yes! Go on then! Boom! Harry Kane. Corner taken in from the right. Out Springer onto the penalty spot. Harry Kane nods it in off the far post. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Let's have ya! Kane pulls further clear. Honestly, he might set a record that could never be beaten by anyone now for goal scoring for England. You can't, I mean, that defending is atrocious. For a guy with that many goals and you've got no man on him, a free header. That's stinky from Serbia, has to be said. Good header, though. In off the post. Boom. Lovely. Lovely stuff, gentlemen. Let's go. Honestly, I think the Serbian management will be fucking furious with that defending. Saying that's a clinical striker for you. Oh, what the fuck was that pass? Cancer, what the fuck was that? At least he makes up for the thing, but wins the goal kick. Okay. Oh, lovely flick round the corner. Maduaki. 1-on-1 with the keeper. 2-0. Come on. That's a beautiful move. That's really, really slick. Flicked around the corner by, I think, Kane for the assist. Maduaki runs through, cuts across his defender so he can't bring him down. And then finish. 2-0. Really good football. Oh, no, it was Anderson, not Kane. Okay. Anderson flicks it across. That's lovely stuff. That's proper football. Love it. Yes. Lovely stuff. Look at that. 2 goals in 3 minutes. We'll have it. We'll have it. Yeah, that flick was really something else. What do you think about Nuno? For those who don't know, Nuno Espirito Santo was fired by Notts Forest because he didn't get on with the owner or something. Anyway, and so a guy who, I mean, really probably ought to have won Manager of the Year, I think, last year, took Notts Forest to the edge of the Champions League. And again, it's fucking Notts Forest, for crying out loud. Not Clough's Notts Forest. Notts Forest as in we're in the Championship forever, Notts Forest. And they fired him, and so then they brought in fucking Ange Postecoglou, who did a great job at Celtic, but was fucking useless with Tottenham. Like, what the fuck do they think that is going to be achieved with that? Honestly, these managers, these owners, these rich fucking twatty owners, need to really fucking wind their neck in a bit. Because you've sacked a brilliant manager who's done an amazing job and replaced him with The guy that nearly got fucking Spurs relegated. Brilliant. And not just that, but to do it just after the window's closed. I see why he's going to wait till January to do anything with a group of players that have just been put together by somebody else. Very silly. But there you go. That's rich owners for you. It's a plaything for them, isn't it? Oh, what's happened here? Ooh. Someone's hit one of the England players? Yeah, did Konza sort of stopped as if he'd been hit with something? And the ref's talking to... Oh, they're saying it's a laser from the stand. Apparently they're flashing a laser into the England players' faces. Game resumes. I think England would be happy to take it to the half-time 2-0. Definitely. Ooh. Ooh. Great long ball by Pickford. Nearly sets Gordon free. Oh, Gordon's going to get booked there, I think. Pulled the bloke back, stopped an attack. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the Maduaki goal was fucking excellent. Really good stuff. See, and that's what we've got the talent to do. This is, and you got to bear in mind, this is a second string midfield in some respects. No Saka, no Bellingham. Like Anderson, honestly, has been a revelation in the last couple of games. Now I know he's been doing excellently with the last sort of 10 months since going to Notts Forest. You're always worried about them making the step up, but he's been fucking excellent. And gets the assist because that's a fantastic flick around the corner. Really nice little touch. Honestly, this midfield for England is going to be difficult to get into. When you imagine you've got the likes of Grealish who can't even get in there, and he's got, was it 3 or 4 assists already this season? They've just put out over the PA announcement something in Serbian, which is apparently about the laser thing, telling them to shut the fuck up, or telling them to stop doing it, and they've just started singing really loudly. I think that's their way of saying, get fucked. I think. Oh, it's a waste. Out for a goal kick. Hungary are 1-1 against Portugal in qualifying. Norway 4-0 up against Moldova. Albania are 1-0 up against Latvia in our group. Canada 1 up on Wales. It's only a friendly, that one, but yeah. Oh, the Serbs are breaking there. Oh, it's a good cross. Oh, England get lucky. Goal kick. Konza, I'm not entirely convinced by Konza, to be honest. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure there is anyone better as a replacement, but he just seems error prone. Just a little bit. lackadaisical at times. Now, his recovery is very good, no doubt about it, but he's just a little bit iffy. Not that Gay is fucking brilliant either, to be honest. In many respects, you'd kind of like to swap one or two of our really good midfielders for, really good defenders instead, because we've got a bit of a glut at midfield and really not a lot going on defensively. Yeah, England are playing for half time now, really. It's understandable. You're 2-0 up. You haven't got to make the run in. It's only 2 minutes till half time, so as soon as I say that, they play an adventurous long ball. Get the throw in. Reece James done half go up and down that wing. I am impressed with him. Excellent football. Yep, coming up to half time. I'll stop the clock there rather than having to reset it for the second half. We'll just start it 5 seconds late. It's fine. 1 additional minute of extra time. Hmm. Come on, England. Let's just keep it tight now. Let's not fuck around. The Serbians are probing. Lahovic. Ooh. Comfortably over in the end, but it's a decent effort. Vlahovic is definitely one of their danger men. Yep, half time. There we go. Okay. You know what? Excellent stuff. Not good football necessarily. Not necessarily great football for the most part, but in terms of the result so far, the scoreline, excellent. Can't knock it. 2-0 at half time. Away from home against a bloody good team. Hostile crowd. Shining laser pointers in people's faces. 2-0, you fucking take it. 100%. Yeah. Gahi and Stone's our first choice. Walker, you reckon, against Mbappe? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The Walker's. Is he a bit old now? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Back from the shop. Why are England winning? Question mark. Because they have scored more goals than the other team have scored. Yeah. Yeah. So that's. I mean, that's how that works usually. mathematically. That is how they do it. You know, most of the time. Most of the time. It wasn't exactly Turkey 2003. No, but I mean, you know, most of the time it won't be. The Village Sniper. What on earth is this? From Armando Iannucci. Well, this is not fucking weird clip time with Kev Bilderberg. How dare you? I don't think Walker's up to it anymore. There's a reason he's at Burnley. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. And sometimes there's just a time to move on as well. Like, we've got other fullbacks. Anyway. Chat. I want to introduce you to a new segment, which I don't have an intro for, but I think will be a piece of fun, silly nonsense, and something that has caught my eye over the course of many years. I want everyone to enjoy a thing I'm calling the Hall of Fame of mental as fuck Brazilian footballers' names. Right? Anyone who has followed Brazilian football knows they like stupid fucking names. Fred, the name of the former Manchester United midfielder, being an excellent choice. Hulk, the centre forward. Wagner Love, another one. The first entrant, though, has to go to the stupidest name in the history of the world. Kevin. That's right. The Brazilian footballer Kevin, who has just signed for Fulham here in the UK, has yet to play for them, but signed for a club record 34.6 million from Shakhtar Donetsk, who are basically the kings of the silly Brazilian footballer name, with the likes of Fred and Willian, to name but a few. And he's there on the left wing, obviously, as Kevin's tend to be. Yes. He is a real person, I promise you. Boom. There he is. Kevin. A real guy that really exists. Kevin Santos Lopes de Macedo, simply known as Kevin, is a Brazilian professional footballer who plays as a winger for Premier League club Fulham. There you go. So, chat, who would be your choice? I'm taking applications for the Hall of Fame of mental as fuck Brazilian footballers' names. I think Fred will have to go in there at some point. There's one called Alan. He's got a definite shout. Socrates is good. I always quite liked Tostao. Was a beauty as well. But there are some really silly ones as well. Named after Kevin Phillips. Is he actually named after Kevin Phillips? Have you made that up? Wikipedia is not telling me whether that is true or not. It has refused to yield on that subject. But I love that he has such a fantastic name beside that. Santos Lopes de Macedo. Beautiful. And he goes by Kevin. Kevin. What the fuck is that? Lionel Messi was named after Lionel Richie. Okay, I believe that you're talking shit. I believe you may be lying there. It's just a shame that Jis Hornkamp is Dutch. To be fair, we could also do a Hall of Fame of mental as fuck Dutch footballers. I may also introduce that at some point. Because you've got some absolute beauties. Jis Hornkamp, naturally, is in there. You've got Jis Hornkamp. You've got Van Gobble. Absolutely fucking delightful shit. I'm sure there's some others that just don't come to mind. Um, yeah. The Germans have some good ones as well. But I'm not sure there's a Hall of Fame of German ones. They've just got some good ones like Stefan Kuntz. Belter of a name. Absolutely lovely stuff. Anyway, so that's the first instalment of the Hall of Fame of mental as fuck Brazilian footballers' names. Pithy, I think we can all agree. I come up with the most straightforward and normal of segments for my show. That really was a good goal, by the way. They're showing the repeat in the Maduaki goal. I need to choose a way of pronouncing his name because I've pronounced it about 6 different fucking ways. I've David pleated the shit out of this. Fanny Schmeller. He was not a footballer. So doesn't count Bunny in the Box. Should do a 16-man international squad of silly names. We will get there. I'm going to try and do one for every show. So, in a few months, we'll have like fucking 30 names. What was your first game, Kev? Do you mean streaming or like the first game I attended as like a human being IRL? Because if you mean streaming, then it was yesterday, I suppose. No, actually, I think of one of the friendly warm-ups for the European Championship in the summer. Or not last summer, summer before, whatever. The years blend into one. I'm an old bastard. But that was on the main channel. In terms of this channel, it was England Andorra. I tried LOL. Oh, attended. Well, the first game I ever attended was Birmingham City versus Grimsby Town. A true battle of the behemoths, like El Clasico on speed. Why has the noise started happening in my ear holes? And I definitely did not ask for that. Why did the volume turn on? Anyway, Birmingham City versus Grimsby Town, and it would have been in like 93, 92, 93, something like that. Yeah, and Birmingham City won 4-0. It was around Christmas time because everyone had those dopey as fuck Santa is a Blue Nose hats on. Which, for those who don't know, is a blue version of Santa's hat with the words Santa is a Blue Nose across the white bit. Mental. And we won 4-0. And it's like, this is what they do. They take you to a game and they know it's your first game. So they like hook you in by pretending that Birmingham City are going to be good. Only for you to then, it's the bait and switch. They offer you something good and you think, oh, I'll come back for this. This is awesome. This was, wow, fantastic. And then you go back and then, we don't score the next fucking 3 games. Messi named after Tony Blair. What are you told? What the fuck? What? You went to the Bescott first. Why? Why in the world? Do you remember the blue nose mascot? I do. It was mental. I love the fact that the fucking the Beau Brummie mascot, the time he got his watch nicked, someone stole his fucking watch off his wrist. Like they have like essentially a human dressed up as a comical bulldog in a Birmingham City kit, and it's the mascot. It's called Beau Brummie, and it's a real person. So, they had a watch on, but it was like underneath, because it's a full body costume, right? But like the hand bits are like kind of separate. So as he was walking around shaking hands with the kids, someone reached in and ripped his fucking fucking watch off his wrist. Got mugged at the... Someone mugged a 7 feet tall dog. I'm just saying. Welcome to Birmingham, the city where bad things happen. Oh. Anyway, so that was my first game. You said you went to the best cut, so it was presumably Warsaw versus somebody. Who was it, Bunny in the Box? By all means, everybody else, share your first game I ever went to stories if you want to. Could you make Navigator and Wayward moderators? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, no, I forget because this is like a new fucking thing. I forget that they're not like moderated on this one. Where are we? No, I don't want a timeout. I don't want to warn. Mod. There we go. Boom. Moderation. And who else did you say? Navigator. Ah, fuck it. Bilderberg can have it as well. Okay. Use it with reckless abandon as always. Dunga. That's a great Brazilian name. Great captain as well. Fucking brilliant team, that 94 team. I can't see Navigator in this fucking chat. Navigator. Oh, there they are. Boom. There you go. You've been modded. Enjoy. First game was Millwall. You met Casey Keller. American goalkeeping legend, Casey Keller. Unbelievable. You met a celebrity, Michael. A celebrity. In a very 1990s niche way. I did Korfball. What the flipping heck is Korfball? I'm going to Google the shit out of that. Korfball is a ball sport with similarities to netball, basketball, and ring ball, which I've also never heard of. The objective is to throw a ball into a netless basket that is mounted on a 3.5 metre pole. Each team is composed of 4 female players and 4 male players. The sport was created in the Netherlands in 1902 by school teacher. Here's another one. Here's for the Hall of Fame. Nico Broekhuizen. And has been spread globally. So basically it's netball with a football. Is that what I'm to understand from this picture? Yeah, it's netball. It's netball with a fucking football. Could you make me a mod too? Yeah, why not? Hello there, usernameless entity, by the way. Thank you for following 255AD, who was definitely in the chat ages ago when I said everyone go and follow my fucking sports channels, and you didn't follow my sports channel until right now. Clem H. Fandango. How fucking dare you, sir? Anyway, the teams are coming back out for the second half. So I will allow my anger to abate. There are 0 changes as far as I can see from either side, which is, I mean, not surprising from England's point of view, but Serbia have got to do something here. Because as much as they don't want to get absolutely battered, realistically speaking, if they've got any chance of wanting to qualify from this group, they probably need a result from this game, I think. Otherwise, the best they realistically can hope for is to make it into the qualifier. Which is a bit of pot luck, really, isn't it? Who you draw. Because there are some dangerous groups with 2 or 3 really good teams in them that one of them is going to end up in the fucking the qualifier. Oh no, there is a. Oh, actually, another. To be fair, that the Serbs are making a couple of changes. Kostic and Jovic are coming on, so they're going for it then. Yeah, taking off what, a midfielder for a forward. Oh, France are 1-1 with Iceland at half time in France, and like, oh my god, the French were a goal down, and an Mbappe penalty in the 45th minute just before half time. France, you cheesy bitches. Norway are 5 up on Moldova. And we get underway. Birmingham City flag spotted. There's always a Birmingham City flag. Always. There are always 2 or 3. I always know. I notice them in the World Cup, and then I always look for them as well as the game's going on. Serbia win an early free kick. Chance to put one in the box. Is there any point in the one-man wall? It's not really a wall, it's a stick at that point, isn't it? Shit cross, easily headed away. Anderson's down. Looks in a bit of pain. Fell awkwardly on his hip, I think. Fair play to Gay, that was strong. No, Consa? Yeah, no, Consa. No, fair play. That was strong. Give the ball away there. Oh, space out wide. Got to be careful here, England. Yeah, they're definitely going for it, Serbia. Livramento is one of those players that just, without ever being flashy, just sort of gets it done. He's not a highlights reel player, but he's very effective. Kane with the crossfield ball. Oof. No. Oof. Jesus Christ. Pavlovich ragdolled him. Rogers over to Rice. Chance to shoot. Oh, drags it miles wide. That was shite. Created the space for himself and then completely fucked it wide. There's only a half chance anyway, but like. Stinky. Look at why is Kane all the way back there? Look at that. Kane's playing in front of the back four there. What the fuck is that? You already seen in this game what he does. He's a goal scorer. Put him near the fucking goal. Their goal, not our goal. Their one. Jesper Grønkjær, lost in the midst of some true. A name from the past. You know who popped into my head the other day for literally no reason? Mario Malchiot. Just popped into my head. Former Chelsea and Birmingham City defender, I suppose, technically. Madueke. He's got him scared there. It's always 2-1. Rice with another absolutely shit shot. Declan Rice. Anyway. Yeah, they're terrified of Madueke. They've got 2 on him every single time. Which means there's a spare man. There's space elsewhere. Yeah, Malchiot was the shit, man. Dutch international legend. Gordon, shoot for the edge of the area. It's in. It's in. Is it in? Yeah, Konsa. I think they'll look for the offside because I'm not sure. But there was a shot from Gordon at the edge of the area, and then it was spooned by somebody and bobbled and went across the goal, and Konsa smashed it into the empty net. I'm not sure about the offside here, but it was an emphatic finish from a yard out into an empty net. Let's have a look. Right. So. Oh, Kane is offside. I think. I mean, I'm not sure he touches it, but. I don't know. I don't want to change the scoreline just in case, but that would be Konsa's first goal for England. They're checking for offside on the VAR. Yes! 3-0. Fuck yes. Kane was apparently behind the ball. He was ahead of the last man, but he was behind the ball when it was kneed wide. Or, across the goal line. Let's have a look then. 3-0. This is far too easy. Lovely stuff. Hey Kev, how's England been playing? Boring but effective would be the prognosis. 3-0 up. I mean, it doesn't really matter how you play if you win 3-0, does it? They've been fine though. They've had the dominance of the ball. Let's have a look at the stats. 69% of possession. Nice. Cross from Serbia, flicked out, and they've given the corner. England are not happy about it, but it's a corner to Serbia. So yeah, I mean, if they've had 69% of the ball and they're 3-0 up, that's pretty fucking decent. You take that any day of the week. Clip deep, and then just yeah, gathered on the second attempt there, or the second ball anyway by Pickford. Can England break quick? No, they cannot. But again, at 3-0 up, it doesn't fucking matter. You don't need to break. It's a long season. You don't need to fucking bust your balls this early. You're 3-0 up. Wrap the game up now. I know there's still 40 minutes to go, but like, you don't need to fucking knack yourselves out now. Some of these lads will still be playing in June, July, you know. Cyprus have got a goal back. Romania 2, Cyprus 1. Canada still 1-0 up against Wales in the friendly. Does that count as an assist, technically, from Maduake? It basically hit him on the knee and bobbled across and Konza smashed it in from a yard away. I think that counts as an assist, right? Oh no, from Mark Gahey actually, not from Maduake. Yeah, he gets the assist for that. I'm not sure he knew much about it, in all honesty, but they all count. Oh, and from 0-0, the Austria-Bosnia-Herzegovina game has gone mental. Bosnia at home, and, well, two players familiar to English football fans. Marcel Sabitzer, formerly of Manchester United and Bayern Munich, put Austria in the lead in the 49th minute. And then the next minute, Edin Dzeko, formerly of Manchester City, equalised. Yeah, England's next qualifier after this against Latvia, in Latvia. Which shouldn't be that difficult because it's fucking Latvia. But, also. Dzeko still, yeah, no, well, no offence, but it's Bosnia Herzegovina. When you've got a player of Dzeko's quality, you play him. If he's 50 and he's still going, you play him. Like fucking Ronaldo. Do you see him still playing for Portugal at 40? Mental. I mean, with all that fucking Saudi blood money, what is he bothering? The fact that I haven't really mentioned the action in the game in the last few minutes, I think is indicative. Not a lot happening. Like, if you're the Serbians, you kind of want to go forward and try and get back into it, but you also want to avoid getting absolutely pumped. If you get 5 or 6 put past you at home, even against a good team, that's embarrassing, you know? You don't want that. But the game is starting to open up a little bit. Both teams are losing their shape just a little. You know, the banks of four are breaking up a tad. Tell you what, the crowd are mental. 3-0 down and they're absolutely fucking pumping. The stadium is roaring right now. Holy shit. I assure you, if England were 3-0 down at home to anybody, you would not hear a fucking squeak out of the bastards. Giggs was 40. True. True. He wasn't playing for Wales when he was 40, though. Although, to be fair, he barely played for Wales when he was 23, so, you know. Oh, no, I've got a little tiny injury. I can't turn up to play for Wales. Oh, no. Look, you've got to give Gareth Bale his credit. He only ever turned up to play for Wales. He didn't play for Real Madrid. He warmed up with Real Madrid. He'd warm up for them with a Champions League group game, and then turn up for Wales, play 2 games, get injured, and then set out getting paid £1 million a fucking week, but or a month or whatever by Real Madrid. And then just in time for the Wales qualifiers, the next games, all of a sudden he was fit again. Honestly, he played more golf than he did Real Madrid games. Footballers did look older back in the day. You remember? I mean, fucking Bobby Charlton. Oh, ball through to Kane. Oh, cut out. Yeah, Bobby Charlton had a fucking comb over in his 20s. Oh, one back by England. Gordon to Rice. Oh, and he scuffed it again. What the fuck is Rice doing? He can hit a ball, Rice. He's not necessarily a natural goal scorer, but he can shoot. He's fluffing it tonight. Oh, the riot police. Riot police are doing something. I think in the Serbian end. Yeah. So the locals are getting rowdy. Okay. And now the crowd are absolutely jumping again. Ooh, Austria back in the lead, 2-1. Portugal 2-1 up. Ronaldo penalty, 58th minute in Hungary. Norway are 7 up on Moldova. Haaland with a cheeky little 4-goal burst. 4 goals in 52 minutes. Oh, I think that was a cross, and it nearly went in. I'm not sure Pickford had that covered. He put an arm out like he knew what it was on him, and I'm not sure he did know what was fucking happening. Oof. It was a shit cross that nearly embarrassed the keeper. Ooh, what are you doing, England? You don't need to pass it out from the back every fucking time. Oh, Rogers, that's nice. That's good football. Maduaki down the right. Chance to cross. Shit cross. Cut out. Maduaki with a chance to cross. Decent cross. Rice shoots. Deflected. And then deflected again and corner. Oh. France 2-1 up. Barcola. Mind you, they've had 73% of the ball. Lots of footballers are rapists. I'm not sure the relevance of that statement, but that is unfortunately true. It's one of the reasons I'm less bothered with Arsenal this year. They did manage to get rid of the rapist. Took them several years, but they did. That's nice. Rice with the cross. Too deep. Recycled out to Gordon on the left. Livramento. He just pushed aside. Apparently there was a kind of riot or whatever between the Serbian fans about politics, pro and anti, because there's a big thing going on in Serbia right now with the government. And apparently there was a pro and anti government row or something. Jed Spence coming on. There you go. Rashford's on and Spence is on, and Jed Spence becomes the first ever Muslim to play for England. So there you go. First cap for England, and it's a good, it's a good story as well because he really had to work to get his way back into. Oh, what's happened here? My stream crashed. Oh, no, it's back. Um, yeah, he had to really struggle to earn his place out on loan, and then came back to Tottenham, and Yeah, it's worked his way into the England team. Good player. And a breaker of glass ceilings, clearly. Oh, Mitrovic is on. Former Newcastle and Fulham striker. Underwhelming striker, he has to be said. Rogers dispossessed. Jed Spence, lovely stuff. Good tackle. Mitrovic just completely just pushed aside by Gay. Oh, that's a naughty one. Oh, straight red. Oh. Kane was. I mean, was he through on goal? I'm not sure. And then Milinkovic, the Notts Forest centre half, slices him down. It's definitely a booking. It's definitely a booking. Is he the last man though? Like he's that once he's knocked the ball past him, he's not really going through on goal as such. He is the last man though, to be fair. I think it's harsh. I think it's definitely a yellow and a very strong word on him, but VAR check is over, so that's a red card. He's gone. Milinkovic is off. I'll be honest, that's harsh. That is fucking harsh. Like the way you've got to look at it, right? Is imagine it happens to the team you like rather than the team you don't like. How would you feel about it? And I'd feel robbed, aggrieved at that. So I think that's a bit harsh. It's definitely a booking. It's a bad tackle. He is the last man, but yep, off he goes. Toodles. And this game is like double, triple, quadruple over. I did see that Big Angie's going to Notts Forest, yeah. Forest are fucking imploding. It's ridiculous. What the fuck? Why would they get rid of Nuno? It's very strange. Well, not strange. I understand it, but it's just dumb. So down to 10 men. Let's see what we can do. No, but they're down to 10 men. Let's see what we can do against 10. Only a quarter of an hour left, but good ball. Oh, 4-0. Mark Gahey. It's a fantastic ball in by Rice. Just teasing the last defender. He can't quite get to it, and Gahey on the stretch knocks it in. Beautiful. That's lovely. That's lovely football. Yeah, this is a belting now. And Serbia defensively have always been, I say always, this particular Serbian team are good. That's a great cross. Did he meg the keeper as well, I think? Yep, Megs. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Player of the match. Rice, maybe. Anderson has had a great game as well. Madawaki's been really dangerous. Yeah, but you probably, I mean, a really good defensive play and a couple of assists. Yeah, Rice probably takes it, I think, don't you? Gets the assist for Kane's goal and then the assist there, so two assists and keeping their offensive talent quiet. Yeah, Rice is worth a shout. Well, you'd think they'd give Rice, not Rice, sorry, Kane a rest. And they have, yeah, Watkins has just come on for Kane and Bowen on for Madwake. So Kane gets 14 minutes of rest in two games. Let's hope Bayern Munich don't play him too much then. Yeah, this Serbian team's defensive record very good. So to beat them 4-0, and it's not just the red card. We were 3-0 up before the red card. It's impressive. As underwhelming as the performance was against Andorra. Oh, lovely back heel. Oh, Spence's cross is rubbish. See what Bowen can do. Bowen to Rashford. Oh, that would have been. He should have shot there, Rashford, I think. That was a decent chance. When he tried to pull it back to whoever. Oh, Rashford. Rashford! Oh, good save. Rashford running at his defender, cuts inside. Good shout. Good shot. Pushed wide. Yeah, Rashford fancies it. Okay. Oof. Why the fuck would you put Jordan Henderson on? What's the point? Honestly, what is the point of this? You're 4-0 up. Give one of the young lads a fucking cap. Give him a few minutes. Get him out there. You put on fucking Saudi Arabia's little bitch who's fucking 200 years old. Why? Ooh. Can England work anything on this right hand side? Oh, Bowen. Oh! Oh! Good save again. Cut back from Gahey to Rice. Left-footed. Decent effort. Good save. But Jared Bowen, he's direct. Put him on the fucking pitch. Let him run at some bastards. That's the last thing a defender wants, is someone running at him with good feet. And honestly, look. It's because he's at West Ham rather than at like one of the big clubs. If he was at one of the big clubs, he'd be being raved about as world class. Rice coming off for Henderson. Saudi Arabia's 4. Jordan Henderson comes on. I know he's back playing in England now, but once you've taken the devil's penny. Good corner. Oof. Bobbles around. Bowen in a lot of space. Here we go. Oh! Is he offside? Oh! Bowen running directly, fires it across, and then Watkins put it in, but he was probably offside. Let's have a look. Oh, he was. He was just a step offside. Ah, well. Serbia 5-4, you reckon? Like, I like an optimistic shout. That's nice. Just a goal every 2 minutes. Yeah, why not? Are you not put off by the fact that they haven't had 5 shots in the entire 80 minutes? Oh, Cyprus have come back from 2-0. Cyprus are 2-2 against Romania. Oh, God almighty. Norway 10. Moldova 1. And the Moldova goal was an own goal. So technically, Norway have scored 11 goals in that game. Just 5 for Haaland tonight. Just a cheeky little 5-piece for Haaland. Very normal stuff there. And he got an assist as well. And a hat-trick for Asgard. Which, wasn't that where they were taking the hobbits? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, nicely done. I mean, it's Moldova, but still. You can only destroy what's in front of you. Bowen. Oh, that was a handball? Looked like handball, but play on. How has Rogers played? Yeah, no, he's looked good. He's looked sharp. Oh, Rashford. Twinkle toes from Rashford. Anderson blocked by Bowen. Unintentional, but still. Oh. England have gotten pressed so far back now. It's honestly, you could throw a fucking blanket over the entire Serbian team here. All 9 outfield players are, let's say, pretty narrow. Not really looking to, not looking to do much going forward. I don't think. Oh, Hungary have equalised against Portugal, and then straight away, João Cancelo, former Man City player, makes it 3-2 to Portugal. Another belter there. Yeah, I'm not sure you need the VAR graphic when the entire body is beyond the line. Yeah. If no part of his body intersects the plane of offside, then like I think he might be offside, lads. Oh, Rashford, he's up for this. Bit of space here on the left. What's he got? Oh, penalty? No? Oh, referee. Looked like it to me. Definitely looked like a penalty. And the VAR might need to have a cheeky little look at that, I reckon. Yeah, that's a penalty. He didn't get the ball and he definitely caught the man. That's a penalty. Yeah, he's going to have a look. This is as soon as I saw it, it looked like a penalty. As soon as I saw the tackle live, it looked like a penalty. So let's have a look. He doesn't get the ball. He definitely takes the man. Yeah, that's a penalty. Yeah, there you go. Penalty. Justice done. Good. Fuck me. I don't know what he saw. I don't know what angle he had, but what did he see that in the first place that meant he didn't give it? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, who takes it now? Because Kane's off the field, so maybe Rashford. He won it. Well, technically he didn't. He passed it to is it Watkins who won it? Yeah, it's a penalty. Yeah, let's come on now. Yeah, Rashford to take it. Come on, lad. Let's have you. Yeah. Lovely stuff. I mean, I'd say he sent the keeper the wrong way, but the keeper didn't dive, so he just. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. Also, pink boots, Rashford. Sort yourself the fuck out, lad. Fucking pink boots. And the keeper's got white boots. Oh, honestly, the game's gone. Norway finish 11-1. 5 for Haaland, 4 for Asgard. 11-1. The score is Nelson. 1-1-1. Mental. Pardon me. Woke boots, indeed. Those boots have fucking pronouns in bio. 100%. Which Norwegian made that 12th goal? Asgard. 91st minute penalty. Honestly, at 10-1, why even give the penalty? Really? Haaland gets the fucking assist. So Haaland gets 5 goals and 2 assists. That's what you call stat padding. Rules is rules. Yeah, you got to say this has been a lot easier than I thought it would be. They laboured over that first half an hour, really, but they've taken complete control. Look at that, Rashford, miles open again. Oh, he's doing little Zidane flicks and stuff now. Oh, there you go, full time. Fucking beautiful. Oh, absolutely lovely work, gentlemen. Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? That was much more relaxing. I was thinking, oh, it could be. Hang on, was that not full time? Oh no, okay. I thought I heard full time whistle. Anyway, they're still playing on. It hardly matters. I've gotten rid of the clock now, so that's gone. Um, but they are still playing on. They're still going. Oh no, they're still going forward, England. But there is the final whistle. Finally, and just to bring you up to date with the other scores. Boom. Goal for Serbia. Look at that. That is fucking devastation. Oh. This technically counts as an international match. And I'm not sure it should. It's very much when, like, Zimbabwe playing test match cricket. Like, does it really count? Not sure about that, lads. Anyway, boom. Yes, the other scores. Scores on the doors. Oh, France have let an equaliser in the 88th minute. Chouamani got sent off. Can't. Oh. So France, with 66% of the ball, might be dropping 2 points at home against Iceland. Lovely work. What else we got? Portugal still 3-2 up. Romania drew against Cyprus. Albania beat Latvia in aggregate 1-0. Canada Canada won 1-0 in Wales in a friendly. Yeah, and that's that. Oh, hang on, what? Has the goal been ruled out in France? No way. Oh, that's guttage. I think it's been ruled out. Bastards. I was hoping the Frogs would drop points. Not that it really matters, I suppose. Anyway, let's look at the tables. Where are we at? England are, I mean, they're basically there already. Right, there we go. So 7 points clear. Serbia have a point in hand, but sorry, a game in hand, but who gives a fuck, really? Yeah. How are the other British and Irish teams doing? Technically, Gibraltar counts in that regard. Not great, although they have scored 2 goals, so that's something. Wales are doing all right. They're still, I mean, they're not in the places yet, but they're there fighting. North Macedonia are doing great. Fucking hell. Oh, fuck off, Israel, yeah. Like, for reals is fuck off. You shouldn't even be in this fucking tournament. Where else? Republic of Ireland are Republic of Ireland are dreadful, but still only 2 points off the second place, which would be a playoff spot, which would be something. What else we got? Scotland, prime position, looking in great touch. And Northern Ireland, that would be amazing if Northern Ireland prevented Germany from going to the World Cup. Honestly, that would be hilarious. Even though I'd have to hear "God Save the Queen" for the fucking Northern Ireland games as well, that would still be hilarious because I wouldn't have to hear Deutschland über alles. Love it. Boom. Anyway, so that's what's been going on there. Thank you for joining me, chat. I appreciate it enormously. Really, absolutely superb stuff. They're still playing in France, which is very annoying. But I'll leave you there. Bring on Spain and Argentina. Let's fucking go. That's the spirit. Let's fucking go. Wasn't that the most exciting game by England? It still wasn't that exciting, but there were some very nice touches. That Maduaki goal, the touch by Anderson to flick it around the corner, and then the finish, beautiful stuff. Really, really good. The cross by Rice for the Gahey finish. And the Migs as well. Gotta love that. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Now, I don't really have anyone to raid into on this particular channel. So, essentially, go your own way. Do whatever you are going to do. And I will see you all for something probably over the weekend. I'll probably be on this channel. I haven't looked at the schedules, but whatever. It'll be Saturday or Sunday. I'll probably be on. Sunday might be quite good for this channel, I think, because I do my regular show quite late on my normal channels with No Justice MTG. So it basically leaves a good block of the day for like the early games and even the sort of early evening games, the kind of 5 o'clock kickoffs you could do. So yeah, Sunday football might become a regular thing. Anyway. I'll leave you be. Thank you everyone for dropping by. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and hit the follow button and subscribe and all that shit. And I will see you over the weekend. Or you could go over to my regular channels where I will see you tomorrow.